Am I live? I am live. I am also late. Um, I apologize for being 3 minutes late. Um, Let me see here. And I have somebody asking what time is the game. Oh no, this is on another server. I'm gonna have to get back to him. Oh my gosh. So um, I'll catch up on getting the links to all the proper places in just a minute. Uh, Basically, the short version of the story is that I had a phone call right in the middle of my preamble where I was talking about, okay, I'm going to give away this to these many people, and all you have to do is this, and then I got a phone call, and I had to stop the stream, and it was very awkward. But now I think we're running okay. Are we running okay? Um, I don't see us live on the page yet, but it says we're live as far as the streaming page. Um, Hopefully, we are live. Somebody join me and tell me we're live, please. I'm cracking a window to get some fresh air in here because stress. I'm sweating. All right. Are we going to get anybody to join the live stream here? Let me actually get over here to my page. We have somebody in chat. No, they just left. Um, if you jump into chat, please let me know who you are. Say hello. Let me welcome you here. And then I'm going to bully you into asking me questions and stuff a little bit later. And a fun time will be had by all, I promise, including the bullying. It will be fun. Mandatory fun, but still. So if you're out there and listening, yeah, just give us a shout and chat. But today's whole thing is the story so far, episode 2, Only the Lonely. And it's called Only the Lonely because I had some things I wanted to get into character wise and plot wise, um, in addition to the regular, series episode that we're working on. This is only episode 2, so a lot of people don't know how this is working. And then I realized my picture is too dark. Let there be light. Um, okay, so the story so far this week has seen 2 backers. We had like 17 backers in the first couple of days. We've only gotten a few more in addition to that. We're currently at 19 backers, but we are over the 1/6 stretch mark of making goal, which is amazing. So I want to thank all the backers thus far and to getting us this far, and hope that you guys are having a terrific time. Some of you have already landed prizes. Some of you will be landing prizes a little bit later. Um, but I want to stress this again. This is a game that lives and breathes and hopes and dies in your help. This is a word of mouth campaign. This is a please, may I have some more of your attention? Um, so, yeah, if you like what we're doing here, share it, tell your friends, tell your church, tell your dog. Um, just preach it on high, the goodness that is this game. And if you don't know how good it is, ask some of the people that got to play it last night. On a whim, I held a one shot, and it was a 2-hour one shot, and there was a lot of fun to be had. We played it on easy mode, which definitely made it easy, but the game was a lot of fun. So if you are interested in playing in one of these random one shots that I just do, all you have to do is be a member of my server. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to join the Backer Kit project. Just join the server and then be on the lookout for when I say, hey, I want to run the game. Who wants to play it? That's all there is to it. That's it. That is all. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to back for anything. Just play it for free. See if you like it. The games will usually run from 2 to 4 hours. And I'll be playing them on different difficulty modes. Um, because in case you didn't know, there are three difficulty modes. There's easy, there is average difficulty, or is it just difficult? It's easy, difficult, and cosmic. That's it. So easy mode strips out a lot of the mechanics that you really don't need. Okay. The difficult difficulty is kind of like the default, where there's most of the rules are intact, but not all. There's still some that strip down to make things a little bit easier for you. The cosmic difficulty, of course, is everything included along with the kitchen sink. Um, but the game functions the same regardless of the difficulty level you choose to play it at. Right now, the difficulty is not in the ash can versions of the games that I'm giving away. No. I'm doing a PDF called Hacking the DPS System that is going to talk about the actual difficulty levels of the games, how to achieve them, how to play in them without ruining anything else about the game. I'm in the middle of that, but I'm also in the middle of Backer Kit. I'm also in the middle of a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is me just trying to tread water and keep up and keep things interesting for everybody. Hopefully, I'm doing a decent job. Um, I had a joke I was going to share right there, and I completely forgot it. I lost it. Just went above my head, and my reflexes were not fast enough for me to catch it. So, hmm, there it is. So anyway, story so far, yeah. So I've got all these PDFs I'm working on. I've got 19 backers so far. One of the big things this past week where people were asking about the monotone and where the extra information on the monotone was. For some reason, Backer Kit has not attached my live streams to my Backer Kit project. I don't know why. But now that they're open today, I was going to ask yesterday, but of course they were closed for the holiday. But now that they're open for the day, I can get in touch with them and figure out why. So that's my plan. I plan on doing that today. Um, and I'm still all by myself. Is is no one there? Can I not speak to an audience, please? Um, nah, I'm hoping this is working. Let me see. I'm going to double check to see if this is working. It does not appear that I'm live on. Oh wait, there we go. I am live on the main page. It doesn't seem to be um, recording. Oh no. Give me a moment. Okay, all right, cool. It did start when it was supposed to start. I'm very surprised that it did because of a bunch of shenaniganery that was playing right at the beginning. Like I said, I got that interrupting phone call. Dadgummit, they were just trying to give me a house, which I am in the market for. So, I can't really blame them. Um, but anyway, I really don't know what else to say right now. Oh, we have someone else in chat. No, they bowed out already. If you're still there, give us a hello, please. I'd love to be able to say hello to somebody today. Give us a hello, good sir. Maybe not. Okay, well, I don't know how this is going, but it apparently is going to be me by myself. All right. So anyway, the reason I entitled this episode "Only the Lonely" was because of all the shenaniganery that was going on with the monotone. Everybody was asking about them. Everybody was like, what's going on, where's the information. I'm really curious to see it. So it is there. You just have to go to my YouTube channel for right now to find that, and I will post a link once I get a chance to edit the description of this video, and I will make sure that you know you can go and you can watch that video and all that other good stuff. Um, but the main thing is we have a comic that we're going to be working on putting together, and it features the monotone, and it's going to showcase just how lonely being the monotone really is. And that's kind of one of the themes of cosmic horror. You realize it's you against this existential dread. How do you fight existential dread? You know, how do you fight an old one, really and truly? The answer is you really can't. You know, yeah, the best you can do is hope for survival. You know, having phenomenal cosmic powers might help, but for the most part, humans just have to deal with it and hope they survive. Um, the characters in this game have a little bit more of an edge for direct confrontation, but the monotone specifically in this comic is going to show that even he, at the heights of his power, can't really understand what's going on around him, and that he feels this loneliness as a result. That at the end of it, he's just like he wants to find a friend and just have a beer and a slice of pizza, you know, or cheeseburger. I haven't plotted the whole thing out yet. I'll probably go with a cheeseburger just because of the song reference, you know. I don't know if anybody's going to get that or not, but it's an older song, but it still checks out. Uh, how many references can I put into one video? Somebody get a ticker and start counting. I'm kidding. We don't have a team in the back that's going to do that for me. Um, okay. Um, so yeah. Um, so we've got that coming. This is going to be a really short video if we don't have anybody to do a Q&A session. Let me see real quick if I can draft somebody. Um, all right, so I'm on my gaming server to see if I can draft somebody for the live stream. And I put it in the wrong place. I'm not going to post it again. People will see it or people won't see it. I don't care. At this point, it's all good. Yeah. So again, if you're coming into chat and then you're disappearing, just drop me a hello, please. Let me know that I'm not doing this in vain. Let me know there are people out there that are paying attention to me, please. I am not an insufferable brat, but I can play one on a live stream. Uh, oh, goodness. Only 15 minutes into an hour-long video in which I'm supposed to be talking about the game, and I have no one to talk with. This is kind of annoying, but still kind of humorous. And you know, like I used to say back in the day, "Where's the humor? It's in the fridge." Um, alongside the cold cuts and Thanksgiving leftovers and all that other good stuff. So yeah, but that's an old joke that I think only one person would get, and that person is definitely not watching this live stream. I can tell you that right now. So it's a useless joke, but I use it anyway because it's still funny. So yeah. Here we are waiting nearly 15 minutes in. No one is going to join us. Oh no. So I really don't know what else to say here. Okay. I'm going to try and squeeze us at least to the 20-minute mark. Maybe we can find somebody to come in and play Q&A with us. But gosh, I really don't know what else to say. I summarized it all already. There really wasn't much to say other than the fact that we're 1/6 at goal. We had a chance to play a wonderful 2-hour session with some folk who really knew nothing about the game or that played it during playtesting and haven't touched it since I've made adjustments. And then there was the mention of the monotone video, which, oh, that reminds me. Okay, this is why I do these. I normally have someone help me, but anyway, so during the monotone episode 1 of Night of Lore, someone joined us. I can't remember who you are. I apologize for forgetting your name. Picked out the next character for this coming Friday. And the character for this coming Friday is going to be Anguish, the first supervillain. So, in case you are wondering if you've seen character art up on BackerKit, he is the fat guy in the Metallica shirt. He is the first supervillain. And no, it's not because metal corrupts. I happen to be a big fan of heavy metal, especially Metallica. But this is not the venue for me to be pushing my musical idealism towards people. So disregard that point. My point is he's a supervillain. Okay. The first supervillain, and he is beyond dangerous. He is very, very scary, and he will be here on Friday starting at 8 p.m. Mountain time. Yeah, just Mountain time, Mountain Standard Time, whatever it's called. 8 p.m. Mountain Standard. So yeah, at least we got that figured out. So here we are at 17 minutes. I really don't have anything else to say. I was hoping to do a Q&A session with the next 20 minutes of the video. I really was. I tell you what, I'm going to go to my site, my other server one more time and put out there last call for the Q&A session. Okay, will anyone join us? I doubt it, but that's okay. People got lives, man. People got lives, and that's another reason I called this Only the Lonely, because I'm running this thing by myself. You know, granted, I'm having a ton of fun doing it, but you know, the most I get is help with the Q&As from time to time. Of course, my artists are in their corner working, my writers are in their corner working. You know, so, but as far as actually producing these videos, as far as actually getting content to the backers, to the backer kit itself, that's all me. And I just, you know, along with the loneliness of the monotone, and a few other characters, it's primarily the first 3 aethers that deal with loneliness. That is the monotone, that is Miracle, and that is Anguish. Miracle is essentially the first superhero, I guess you could say, of the game setting. Monotone is definitely not a superhero. He is a anti-hero at best. So Miracle is the first superhero, Anguish is the first supervillain. And that's kind of the best way to look at this. And they're all very unique and view that plane of loneliness in their own ways. And we have somebody here and chat with us. Maybe send us a hello if you don't mind. Let us know who you are. Let us be able to say hello to you. So hello for joining. We thank you for your time that you're taking out of your day to come and hang out and see things and whatnot. Um, but we're about at the time for. Oh, hey, how you doing, JS? Yeah, you're driving. That's right. I remember you telling me you had to drive. So we're at the Q&A session, and I don't have anybody to do Q&A with me, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. I'm not telling you to drive irresponsibly. I want you to drive responsibly. I want you to be able to play in the next one-off session that we run for Aether Blood, because that's what we did last night. We just had that little one shot of 4 or 5 people who had never played before, or were play testers of the original game before um, before I really fleshed things out. And it was like playing a whole new game for them. And we played it on easy mode, and everybody had a wonderful time, including myself. We managed to complete the scenario in about 2 hours, which was all the time we had. So, and then I immediately went and started running Numenera. So it was a busy night for me. But still, I got to play Aether Blood last night, which is key point. That's what's most important. Not the fact that anybody else got to play it, just I got to run it. It's all me. It is the me show. That's why I said this title is Only the Lonely, because now that I've said that, it's just going to be me. Nobody else is going to want to pay me attention because I'm selfish. But anyway, I'm not. I'm joking. Self-deprecating humor is my favorite type of humor, even though it seemed like I wasn't laughing at myself. Trust me, I was. Really. I do it all the time. JS, I wish there was a way you could safely communicate with us and tell us how you're doing, ask us a question or something, because we're at a point now where we need the Q&A to keep alive. I've already talked about everything that's happened, man. It's I don't know. You were the one that picked Anguish, weren't you? I think you were the one that picked Anguish for the next Friday episode. Of course, you can't respond, so I understand. If you do respond, you did respond. Bad driving alert. I'm gonna tell. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so JS is the one that picked Anguish. We're gonna have a wonderful time on Friday talking about this supervillain, how they came to be, and how they're still doing it after all this time. Anguish has been caught so many times, and by the end of it all, he still manages to escape, and no one understands why. So, come Friday, when we talk about the character, we're going to give that secret away, and we're going to talk about him in illustrious detail, including the fact that he only owns 3 shirts, and they're all Metallica t-shirts from live concerts. How he gets away with that, no one knows. But still, that's another fact of Anguish. Great character. I have so much fun with him. And JS, you missed it, so I'm going to repeat it once again. We're going to be doing a comic strip. I've already got a guy that wants to do it. And it's basically going to feature monotone and show how lonely his job is, fighting other aethers and maintaining the balance, as it were. That's what we're going to talk about on within the confines of that comic. So hopefully that'll be great. You guys will get to enjoy it, and peace and fun for everyone. But we're coming up. I'm glad you approved, man. I really am. Trying to hype this up for my backers, make it as much fun as possible. But here we are, coming up at the top of the hour, And I'm literally running out of things to say. I'm kind of repeating things that I've already said, which is not cool. Um, so the question is, am I going to get another viewer to come in here and help me with the Q&A? Or are we going to cut this one short? I really don't want to cut this one short. I'm hoping we get somebody else. I've already put out the news on 2 of my servers that I'm looking for people to come in. For the most part, I haven't heard anything. You know, it'd be very nice. It'd be very nice indeed. In fact, I'll tell you what. No, no, no. You're not holding me up, dude. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. He was like, no problem. Don't let me hold you up. That's not the issue here. That's not the issue. The issue is I had the energy for a Q&A. I wanted to do a Q&A. If you're familiar with how I do Q&As, you know I get really enthusiastic. And but I will say this. If we miraculously get one more person into chat within the next 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, excuse me, 2.5 minutes, we get somebody else in here, I might have a giveaway. I might have a giveaway. So, you know, it's just something that hopefully we're going to put it out there in the universe. Somebody will jump in. JS is probably like scrambling for his phone right now, going, somebody log into this idiot. He's about to give us all something. He's about to give away something to everybody. Yeah, there's no telling. There's no telling. I love injecting craziness into here and infecting you all with the madness of the old ones. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Coming up on a full minute here in about 20 seconds. Like I said, just putting it out to the universe, hoping somebody comes in. If not, we are going to go ahead and call this early. So JS, I hope you're having an excellent day, man. Hopefully you're not going into work or something like that. You're going somewhere interesting and fun. Not that I'm expecting an answer right now, but if you too want to have a 2-3 hour session of Aether Blood Chronicles, just drop me a note when you're free. I will find people to play with you just very quickly so you can get kind of a view of the game and whatnot. We did that last night. Oh, you're going to see your daughter. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. That's something good. That's something positive. That's what I like to see. I don't like to hear people going to work if they don't like their jobs or doing something they don't like. You know, I mean, we have enough drudgery in our lives. Yeah, I'm glad to see you're enthused about it, man. We have enough drudgery in our lives. It's the whole point of role playing games is to give us a chance to have fun and relax and forget about the drudgery as it is. Yeah, you guys have fun. Have a great day today together. Man, I wish I had something special to do today, but I kind of do. I get to do things for the backer kit behind the scenes. It's a bunch of behind the scenes stuff I have to prep for tomorrow's video for the backer feedback episode 2. And hopefully I'll get a chance to speak to one of my writers so we can begin outlining episode 2 of the Night of Lore, where we will cover Anguish. We are past time for that miraculous second person to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Apologize. I'm apologizing right now for the stuttering and trying to keep the video going and mentioning things 2 or 3 times. I know that's a pain in the butt, but it is called The Story So Far. It's like we hit the rewind button 3 times on the topic of catching us up. So I caught us up 3 times. Anguish. Yeah. Kind of like con. Is that where you got that from? Star Trek? That would be cool if you said yes. Oh man, Anguish. Yeah. Um, he and his Agnati are. I tell you what, this is what I'll do with the last couple of minutes of the video. I am going to give you a slight teaser into Anguish right now. All right, let me pull up his character sheet, and we're going to roll a die, just a random. We're gonna roll a d12, and we're gonna figure out something that I can talk with Anguish about Anguish right now instead of ending this video 30 minutes early. And that might give us another 10 minutes of stuff to talk about. My computer's being very slow considering the fact that it's brand new. So give me a moment. I have to pull up my file for the game, and it's opening now. Okay. So now I just have to scroll down and get to oh, wow, I don't have to scroll very far at all. I'm right there in the four color characters of the book. And I went too far. I scrolled too far, too fast, and I reacted too slow. So just going to back that up. Wow, I overshot by quite a bit here. And Anguish, character number one in the section for four color characters. He is quite a character here. Now I need somewhere to roll a d12. Here we go. I'm going to use friendly, and right here, quest portal, which I use for a couple of my games, because it's a good way to store information, and it make very adaptable character sheets. So I use it for only a few of my campaigns. So we're going to roll a d12 right now. We're going to roll, and we get a 4. And guess what 4 is when it comes to elements on his character sheet? Guess what it is? You'll never guess. It is his powers. Yes, indeed, it is his powers, which I think is pretty darn fun. Hopefully, you agree with me because that's what we're going to be spending the next couple of minutes talking about. All right. So, Anguish, the first supervillain on the planet as far as this game is concerned. Um, Now, Anguish originally was someone who never really worked. He thought the world should be giving him things instead of him having to work for things within the world. He had little nurturing and even less education. He never applied himself for anything whatsoever. And so he got a little, how do we say, um, rude about this. And in his origin, so he lives in a trailer park, right? He's lived in a trailer park his entire life. His family has died. He's inherited the trailer, and he's still living in the trailer where his parents died. So he thinks he doesn't have enough. So he makes a mask out of one of his clean Metallica shirts, ties it around his face, grabs his father's shotgun, and kicks in the door of another trailer within his trailer park. They instantly recognize him, of course, because he's this huge fat guy. He's hard to miss, and he's wearing a Metallica shirt for a shirt as well as a mask. So people are like, "Aren't you?" And he's like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." Next thing you know, his shotgun goes off as a reflex from him being shot. So he was shot. And in that exact moment, he looks down and he realizes, wow, I'm not hurt. I'm not bleeding. What's going on? And that's when he hears the voice of the Agnati in his head. And the voice is saying, do what I ask of you, and you will not know pain, but you will know suffering. And it will not be your suffering, It'll be the suffering of others so that you can get what you want. And he's completely manipulated by this Agnati. And so what the Agnati does is he gives him superhuman stamina. He gives him incredible healing, the ability to teleport, to create force fields, to access extra dimensional spaces, to create an armored skin over himself, control the senses of his own and other people's senses, to control sound itself, and then to open portals. And he is teased. His invulnerability is taken away at the last possible second. And it's hanged over his head by the Agnati, who basically says, do good. And if you earn another power, if you earn the ability of my trust, I will give you another power. And that's when you will receive your invulnerability. And again, he's like incensed because, well, you already gave it to me. Why are you taking it away from me? He gets pissed off. He stands up and he ends up killing everybody in the trailer park, not with a shotgun, but with the blast sound of a shotgun amplified a millionfold. And it's enough to go scanners on everybody. If you don't know what I mean by going scanners, that's all I'm going to say. If you know the scanner scene that I'm talking about, yes, this happens to the entire trailer park at one time. This is basically his origin story, his powers, and his attitude towards using them. He is not a nice guy whatsoever. Whatsoever. Boomhead. Yes, Boomhead go boom. Someone knows what I'm talking about. Um, so yeah, there's a look inside of what we will be talking about for Anguish this Friday, come 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. You can watch that video here with us. You can hang out with us. You can stick around for the Q&A once we start talking about the characters some more. But for now, we've reached the end. We've reached the end, and I have nothing left to talk about unless we get somebody else in here, which I doubt is going to happen. But still, it's nice to think. It's nice to think that we're never truly by ourselves. But I know people will come back and watch this video. So I am not talking to myself. I am talking to everyone who might come and watch the video. And now I'm getting existential. All right, JS, take care. Drive safe. Have a wonderful day today. Take care, everyone else. Have a great day. Like I like to say, happy gaming. And we will see you next time, tomorrow, maybe even, for the backers feedback session. And I'll post links and times for that in the description of this video in just a moment. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Is it over?